BRAAMs. You know the sound. Does this thing go again?
Find some interesting sounds to sample. However, I realized that I forgot to put the memory card in my recorder.
Welcome back to Piano Book and another year of sonic adventures. Now, we had a very exciting end of 2022 with 25 amazing free instruments as part of our advent calendar, 2 Piano Book artist releases with the sublime soft string textures from Dan Keane and the incredible guitar library Afterglow by Fred Poirier. We also had a bumper hamper of 25 free sample packs released on Christmas Day as part of our Christmas hamper and the epic guitar library recorded at Air Studios. Now, if you've missed any of these amazing sample packs, there will be links below for collections for the whole of the Advent calendar, all of the hamper, plus links to the new artist libraries. We also ran another Piano Book collaboration competition. Now, following on from our summer collaboration, the Global Swarm, and the 2021 Winter Voices, we asked the community to get creative and get loud and see if we could outdo Hans Zimmer and every trailer composer out there with the world's biggest BRAAM. Now, it's taken a little bit longer than we'd hoped for, but we've taken all the BRAAMs and turned them into a free sample pack. Now, to help us make the instrument, we enlisted none other than Owen Bowleg, the genius contact programmer, who's helped out so many collaborations on Piano Book. Do check out the interview with Owen in the links below. And we didn't stop there, though Fred Poirier has come to the rescue of anyone who doesn't own Contact to make a version for Decent Sampler. Let's take a look. So let's first take a look at the Contact version of the instrument, and what we've got here is laid across the keyboard, we've got all of the different BRAAMs submitted from everyone who took part. Now, one of the common things you're going to want to do with your BRAAM is tune it to whatever the pitch of the piece of music you're using. So we've got these key switches along the bottom, so we're defaulting to the B, which everything was recorded in, but we can switch that around. Now, you might be wondering, what is the moon for? Well, this is a macro knob, and you can control it here on the UI, but it's also controllable using the mod wheel. So let's give it a little try. Now, as a macro knob, what it's doing is it's blending between different parameters, and we can take a look at that by clicking the rocket button, and you can see what's going on under the hood. So in this case, we're actually blending between a clean version and the low filter. So let's give that another try. And you can really pick what you want. So let's give a roll of the dice, and we're going to go between the robot and the zipper. Now, there's a V1 and there's a V2 version of this patch. The difference between them is there are different options that you can pick between. So here we've got saturated and tremolo. Let's go with rhythm and tremolo and give that a try. And we've got lots of lovely reverbs here, black hole, large room, recording studio. Let's give the synth room a try, whack up the reverb on that. And without the reverb. So you can see there's loads and loads of sound design possibilities, so you can take all the contributions from the community and warp them and mangle them to create your unique BRAAMs. Now, if we switch back to the V1 patch, there's this little key at the top that's enticing. Let's give it a go. Indeed, this is the world's biggest BRAAM. Now, if you don't have a full version of Contact 6, Fred has created an amazing decent sampler version, and this has many of the features actually of the Contact version. So all of the samples are here. And you have independent controls over the drive. The amount of reverb. And there's even a tremolo control. We have all the reverbs as before, so we can switch maybe to a studio reverb. And of course, we have the world's biggest BRAAM here as well. There'll be a link below so you can download the Contact and the Decent Sampler version of the world's biggest BRAAM. Now, I did mention that this was also a competition, and so the Piano Book team and Owen have helped pick out some of our favourite samples. This was the best space, biggest ensemble, best processing, best performance, best video, and best overall sample. And the winners are...
And asked my son to play a low C on the church organ. This is the lowest note the church organ can play.
Right, so I was thinking, how do I get the biggest BRAAM? And I realized I have the biggest BRAAM here at my school, so where I work. So we're going to do the biggest BRAAM.
So then I took that sound up here, I faded it in, faded it out, and added some effects. Things like micro shift and EQ, just to sculpt out some of the sound and spread it out to more stereo width. I added on this Valhalla Supermassive, which sounded gorgeous, this beautiful warping type delay texture, and then shaped it with a filter as well. And that's how we ended up with this sound.
Sounds are rogue.
There's another one! Over there!
Samples are rendered, and chaos rules.
They're coming from everywhere!
So I got the trusty old trumpet mouthpiece and Slime, took that out to the stairs and recorded some sounds there. And that would come up with my final sound.
Thank you everyone for taking part in the competition, and congratulations to the winners. The winners will each get a copy of what can only be referred to at the moment as C, and it will be announced very soon, and it's going to be a biggie. Also, the winners of the Global Swarm competition of last summer will also be getting a copy of C, so watch out for an announcement very soon. Before we go, I wanted to give a big shout out to Samplist of the Month in January, Dor Mark. Dor has been a long-term contributor to Piano Book and has contributed some unbelievably good piano libraries, including the recent release, the Experience New York SNS Model B. Definitely check out his profile, follow him on Piano Book, and if you have a spare bit of change, send him a tip to say thank you. We've got lots planned for Piano Book in 2023, so definitely make sure you subscribe to this channel, join our Discord, and keep sending in your amazing sample packs and demos.